Hello and welcome, friends, comrades, and curious minds from around the world. Whether you're a dedicated follower of South African politics, an EFF supporter, or someone simply fascinated by the power dynamics within political movements, today's story is one that you won't want to miss. It's gripping, controversial, and utterly explosive. So sit back, grab a drink, and prepare yourself for a political revelation that has the entire country talking. We're diving into the latest bombshell from economic freedom fighters leader Julius Malema, a man never known to hold back, who has sent shockwaves through the nation with a single bold statement. Floyd Shivambu got what he deserved. Yes, you heard that right. The once solid duo that helped launch and build the EFF from the ground up, Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu, now stands fractured. What was once a relationship built on loyalty, shared struggle, and the promise of radical economic change has been dramatically shattered. And Malema, standing in front of flashing cameras and eager microphones, didn't flinch. He didn't mince words. He didn't sugarcoat the fall from grace. Instead, he owned it with the same energy that has made him one of the most watched and most controversial political figures in modern African history. To understand the magnitude of this fallout, we have to go back to the roots, to the early days of the EFF. This wasn't just any political party. This was a rebellion, a challenge to the status quo, a radical red storm aimed at toppling white monopoly capital, ending land inequality, and giving voice to the marginalized. And at the center of it all, Julius Malema, the charismatic firebrand, and Floyd Shivambu, the calculated tactician. They were brothers in arms, standing shoulder to shoulder in parliament and in protests, painting South Africa red with the rhetoric of revolution. Together, they built the EFF into the country's third-largest political party, a movement defined by its discipline, its defiance, and its demand for economic justice. But behind the scenes, as with any revolutionary movement, the pressure was immense. Leadership was constantly tested, power dynamics shifted, and cracks, however small at first, began to appear. Over the past few years, rumors swirled about internal divisions within the party's high command. Whispers of power struggles, ideological disagreements, and personal tensions circulated, though always denied publicly. The EFF presented a united front until now. Julius Malema's recent comments mark a decisive moment. It's not just a public statement. It's a declaration of war within the EFF's own ranks. When asked about Shivambu's exit and the circumstances that led to his departure as deputy president, Malema's tone was cold and final. He got what he deserved. For those listening, it was more than just a comment. It was a sentence. A message to anyone else who might challenge the command structure of the EFF or defy the party's internal discipline. And if Malema was sending a message, rest assured, it landed with a thunderous impact. Social media exploded. Some praised Malema for showing strength and enforcing accountability within his movement. Others were shocked, even saddened, by the unceremonious dismissal of a man who had dedicated years to the party's cause. Memes, think pieces, Twitter threads, and TikTok reactions flooded the digital space. For many, this was political drama at its finest, a real-life soap opera with revolutionary stakes. For others, it was a heartbreaking betrayal. But let's not forget, politics is not a sentimental game. It is a battlefield of ideas, egos, and power. And in this battlefield, Malema has proven time and again that he does not hesitate to cut down even the closest of comrades when the revolution demands it. That's the paradox of the EFF, a party built on collective empowerment but maintained through rigid top-down discipline. You may rise through the ranks, you may even help build the house, but once you challenge the architect, you risk being exiled from it. So, what exactly led to Shivambu's fall from grace? Official statements have been sparse, and the party has not offered a detailed explanation. But insiders suggest that ideological divergence, strategic disagreements, and perhaps ambitions for leadership succession may have played a role. Whatever the reason, Malema clearly felt the decision was justified. And in his world, justification is enough. In typical Malema style, the situation was handled with theatrical flair and zero apology. He framed the decision as one made in the best interest of the revolution, as a necessity rather than a choice. It was as if he was reminding everyone, in the struggle for liberation, there are no permanent friends, only permanent principles. And if someone, even a founding member, steps out of line, they will be dealt with, swiftly and publicly. The reaction within the EFF base has been mixed. Some are hurt. Some are angry. Many are confused. But most will follow where Malema leads. That is the power he holds, not just as a political figure but as a movement leader. His voice commands loyalty, his decisions carry weight, and his vision, however controversial, remains deeply compelling to millions of South Africans who feel failed by the post-apartheid promise. Meanwhile, Floyd Shivambu remains silent. His next move is uncertain. Will he speak out? Will he form a splinter group? Will he disappear from politics entirely? Only time will tell. But make no mistake, this is not the last we've heard of him. Shivambu is too experienced, too influential, and too politically savvy to simply vanish into the shadows. His story is far from over. And as for the EFF, this moment will define its future. Will it fracture under the weight of internal dissent? Or will it emerge even more disciplined and determined under Malema's iron grip? One thing is clear. The revolution continues, but it is now more personal, more ruthless, and more unpredictable than ever before. Before you go, if you found this story insightful, powerful, or just plain intriguing, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like icon, and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat in the fast-moving world of African politics. We bring you the stories that matter, the truths others won't tell, and the bold conversations that need to be had. Stay informed, stay critical, and above all, stay engaged. Because in today's world, political literacy is power. Until next time, stay sharp, stay strong, and never stop asking questions. Thanks for watching.